Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Shacey Bender. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Sierra, and welcome back to this week's video.
Today, we're going to be talking about our unpopular opinion about school.
Now, I saw that this was trending all over the place, and I thought that it was a really good idea, and I started coming up with all my unpopular opinions, and everyone's like, no, and I'm like, yes, this needs to be done in school. That's why we decided to make this video, and we came up with a list of a few things that we think are unpopular, but they're our opinions for school. So let's get into it.
So the first thing we wanted to talk about was prom. And our opinion on it is that it's
super overrated.
Actually, the prom at our school, all the kids were like,
it sucked, it wasn't that good.
So yeah, that's what happened this year. Well, I guess I would say last year, so.
My opinion,
I don't want to go to prom.
I'm not interested.
Like, you're spending a bunch of money on, like, a dress that you're only gonna wear, like, one time, and that's it. And also, I just don't like school dances in general. Like, it's not my setting, especially because, I mean, I don't like big crowds of people. I don't really like it socializing that much, so that's not my forte or anything like that I would be interested in going to.
it's not like I haven't been to a school dance in my life. I know there has been school dances, but I'm not interested. I don't think that I'd be missing out on really anything, to be honest.
That's prom.
The next thing we're going to be talking about is when you purposely fail a class. Now, here's the thing. If you fail a class because it was actually hard for you, I hope you find help and be able to keep your grades up and end up passing the class.
Because that's so important. So, because obviously after high school, I don't know what you want to be doing. I don't know if you are planning on going to college, but if you are, like, you don't just fail. All these kids are always, like, laughing, like,
Hey, I got an F.
you know, like, that's not funny. Like, do you think that's funny?
I know, they're just gonna get held back. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Or you're gonna have to move up to the next grade, and the classes that you failed, you're gonna have to be taking the last year's class that you failed and this year's class. So you're gonna have to be taking double.
Yeah,
So if that's what you want to do and do more work, that, like, power to you. Like, I'm just joking. Like, no, you can't be doing that. You want to succeed in school.
Yeah, because the thing is that I'm not saying that high school is the start of your life or whatever, because it's really not. Like,
Once you move out and go into the real world,
high school will not matter to you, like, at all. Not at all. And speaking of stuff like that, the next topic that we are going to be talking about are
relationships
And friendships.
in high school.
So the thing about, like, friendships and relationships in high school is that some of these kids are just, like, mean. Like, they are mean to you and whatever.
Yeah.
So when you find friends, you're like, they're just, like, I have friends. But the thing is that even though they're good for you now,
You're probably not going to talk to them later.
and it's awesome if you do end up still being friends with them later on in life, but
Yeah.
if you're in a friend group and they're all jerks to you, don't be in the friend group, because just worry about your schoolwork and don't even bother with them, because you know what? It's just going to help you, and also those kids don't really care about you if they're going to treat you that way.
Yeah, like,
yeet
yourself out of the friend group and, like, just don't do that stuff. And also,
because I understand that kids want to be accepted and they want to feel like they belong, but you're not, like, but the thing is that obviously if they're gonna be making fun of you and stuff, then they're trying to make you feel like you don't belong there.
And another thing is that I feel like high school relationships get too serious too quick. People start doing things that are, like, not okay. Like, it's just, like, insane. People think,
And people,
like
try to
they're
peer
gonna
pressure other kids.
Yes, they think, and they also think that this relationship is going to last
Forever.
It's
and
not.
it's never going to end.
after
Be real
high
here.
school, some people move away to literally the whole to like a whole new place far away from where they were before. Some people still stay in their hometown, and some people are going to college. Some people are doing their own thing. They're not everyone's going to be still in the same town where you are forever.
I know. It's like Rachel and Finn in Glee. Like, you got married in freaking... Like, well, you didn't get married. But you got engaged in high school and you were going to get married. If you haven't watched Glee, I'm sorry, this is a spoiler, just, like, skip. But, like, seriously...
Yeah, they were gonna get married, but he was like, go follow your dreams, go to college.
Yeah. That, like, I just don't understand. Like, they get too serious too quick.
The next thing we're going to be talking about is something that stresses me out.
Oh my gosh.
And that is about being popular. Honestly, just be yourself. You don't have to be popular. Don't even try to be popular, because you know what? Those kids, like, just because they're popular doesn't mean that they're the best and everything like that. They could be good people. They really can. But it doesn't, like, but they can be also really mean to other people, but it just because they're popular doesn't mean that do, like, good or bad things.
Right. Like
being popular isn't everything.
Yeah. Being popular, like, it doesn't even matter. Like, when you're out of high school, it's not gonna matter, like, whatsoever, what your social status or who you were friends with, like, in high school. Like, it's not going to matter.
Like, being popular isn't going to matter when you're out in the real world, because you're just going to be doing you and, like, following your dreams, like, getting a job and everything, so...
And just because you're popular, like, that doesn't automatically mean, like, I'm a good person, like, I'm the best. Like, it really, all that matters is that you are a good person and that you are just not letting other people get in the way of what you want to do in your life.
Or, like, hurt your feelings. Don't let people get you down. That's a big issue in high school. The next thing we're going to be talking about is dress code. So, I think that some schools' dress code is really strict, and it could be a little loosened up.
Because some of them are too strict, and sometimes you have to wear these, like, uniforms and things like that. I do think that there should be a dress code, but I don't think that, like, you should have to wear these, like, khaki pants and, like, these, like, solid color shirts or whatever. I think that you should be able to wear whatever you want, as long as you know that it's school appropriate. And people are like, well, what's school appropriate? You should know what is appropriate to be wearing in a facility.
Yeah.
You know, and then,
like, you know if it's inappropriate or not. If it says, like, inappropriate things on the shirt or whatever, like, you should know.
Or if it's showing a lot of skin or something.
Like,
everyone
here's,
knows.
like, one thing. Here's one thing, though. Like, when it's, like, off the shoulder... That, I don't see a problem. It's literally just your shoulders. It's not like you're seeing their whole stomach or something.
Yeah.
Unless you're seeing their whole stomach, then... No
crop tops in school. I don't think they should be allowed. Tank tops, I think they should be fine, but of course they're, like, kind of banned. Because they're like...
Oh my gosh. You're showing your shoulder. Oh my gosh.
Another thing is, like, they get mad at girls when they literally see their bra strap, and it's not always their fault. Like, sometimes the shirt is literally just like that sometimes, and they get so mad at them, and they literally get dress code.
That's like a dress code violation.
It's not even their fault.
So, it's too strict, but you still should have a dress code.
Like, somewhat of a dress code. Okay, the next thing is the school lunch, I don't know. Like, some of the food is, like, floppy. I don't even know.
Okay, so let's just say that...
I've had bad experiences with school lunch.
That's why I bring my own lunch to school, because I know that it's my food and that it is fine. I don't care for school food. I don't really like it, but if you like it, good on you.
But what we think that should happen is that you should be able to have food from restaurants, or you should be able to, like, go home,
and get lunch
like-
and eat there
like-
and then come back to school.
I know some schools let you actually leave and go home to eat, but like for us, you cannot leave the building during school hours.
For
unless-
most schools, you have to stay there. And also, I don't think that you should have to eat in the cafeteria because, honestly,
it's
like,
pretty like I don't know, like kids are throwing food all over the place.
I think that as long as kids aren't messy and throwing stuff around, like, outside of the cafeteria that is food, like, don't play with your food. I think that would be a good idea. Like, to be honest, even though the bathroom is, like, really gross, some people like to eat in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So they can be by themselves in their own stall. Being in your own little space, so
like
no one
other,
else is
no
bothering
one
you.
else is gonna bother you or anything. So yeah, because like imagine you like are hungry and like what if they had like a little like actual food stands at your school?
Like
you could
Chick-fil-A, Chipotle.
like so you walk into
Stuff
school,
like that.
you go outside and they have these food stands. You buy for freaking Chipotle and that is your school lunch.
I feel like there'd be like, but it's not healthy. Well, I feel like they could partner up with the thing and make, like, they could make their own, like, Chipotle school lunch. Like, I like Chipotle. Good. Love Chipotle. Like, but I love to eat it for my school lunch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really good idea. Like, why aren't they doing this in schools? I know this is a little bit, like, you know,
but it's a good idea still.
and I feel like it's unpopular.
even if it's a little far-fetched.
Yeah, and I feel like it's unpopular because, yeah, it is a bit far-fetched, and, like...
But kids should, like, even if they shouldn't have, like, even if they didn't have, like, restaurants, like, food stands at their school.
they should have
at
just
least,
better quality food.
Or at least they should at least let the kids go home to eat their own food.
Right. So the next topic is technology and phones or anything in school.
To be honest, I'm sick of phones in school.
They're so distracting. I don't even bring a phone to school because I don't need it. Like,
You're focusing on their
Ever.
schoolwork, like, on your schoolwork, and the thing is that sure, if there's an emergency or something, but kids are on their phone in class. You're there to learn, not to be playing a game on your phone. Like, and also, if you need to use technology, most of the time, like, I don't know
They
about your
have
school, but they have
laptops.
laptops and computers that are available to use.
if they don't, I understand, like, that's okay, but I'm talking about for at least our school, we do have laptops that we can be using, and there's no reason that we should have to be on our phones. I've heard of students watching Netflix, like, on their phone while in class. That's ridiculous.
Like, I understand if the teacher is gonna allow you to do that, but, like, you cannot, when the teacher is talking and trying to, like, teach you something that's going to help you pass their class and get a good grade, then
why would you be watching Netflix?
Yeah, they're only trying to help you here.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I'm gonna be watching, like, Riverdale, like, on my phone. I don't care about this, like, math quiz. I'm just gonna be watching Netflix. Let me just, like...
No, please don't do that. Just don't.
So, our final thing that we're going to talk about is the gifted program. Now, here's the thing. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to get kids who are more advanced to, like, get them more challenging work so that they aren't, like, bored or doing things that are too easy for them. But the thing is that it makes other kids feel like they aren't good enough.
Yeah, like, I haven't exactly felt this, but I feel like other kids that, you know, aren't, like, they don't feel like they're doing well enough because there are these other kids that are just kind of being separated from everyone else and stuff like that.
Now, I understand if you're smart, like, that's awesome if you're, like, smart and you're good at all this stuff.
It makes other people feel left out, and it just makes people feel like others are better and higher than everyone else, because it's like, these people are smart, and it kind of makes people feel almost, like, dumb, or just, like, not intelligent, because they're separating the smart kids and the dumb kids. That's kind of how it feels, even though there might be kids that are extremely intelligent that they don't think that they should be in the gifted program.
Yeah, like some kids get anxiety and they're not good test takers and they give you a test, and that might freak kids out. And so when they take the test, they don't get into gifted, and it's not that they're not smart, they're just really like not good test takers.
Other thing about that is just like it's basically like they're separating the sections of kids. So like the smart kids, like the gifted kids, they only talk to each other or whatever, and then the regular kids, they talk to each other. But the thing is that
you should be friends with everybody or whoever you want to be friends with.
Another thing is that I feel like the people that like that are good in school, like I feel like you have to be like very talkative and socially aware, like not socially aware, but more like have like somewhat of a big social life, like, and be very talkative and like also be really like intelligent for gifted program.
Yeah, I feel like
not always the case.
Like kids that are more shy and stuff don't get into gifted as much. I mean, that's just for like, I mean, I don't know how it is at other schools, but
I've never seen like kids that are more quiet get into gifted. And I'm not just saying this because I am a good student and I am like more quiet and reserved in school. I've just never seen kids that are quiet get into the gifted program.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!